And, I know Andrew would like to share a story here tonight. Maybe this is a good time. What do you think, Andrew?
As Henry David Thoreau would say, methinks it's a great time. So I just came back from a pulmonologist, my dear.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was today.
Yes, and I have been waiting for this moment because when we first met, I had been diagnosed with something called emphysema, which is a part of COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Incurable, irreversible. It's going to take you down. It's going to take you out. So this is what I've been living with this year of 2022. Among many other wonderful things, that was one of the not quite so wonderful things. Shared that with some of my kids, my family, and said, look, there's a situation here. And you need to know that. So anyway, Maureen, I know that right now you can tell me precisely what happened at the pulmonologist's office, and you don't know, but you do know. Would you kindly tell us collectively what?
I want to hear it from your lips, baby.
You do know, don't you?
I do.
I know you know. So basically, it was probably a misdiagnosis. And the CAT scans and all of those things screwed up, and it happens, And so as far as anyone can tell, including this beautiful, very intelligent, very bright man called Dr. Eric Stevens in Loveland, Colorado, who's about 6'6" tall and really he's adorable, right? And he's really bright. So there's no question about that. We're driving home, and Connie says, I think we should call him and say, what was it, Connie?
Were you surprised?
Were you surprised? Now, of course he wasn't surprised, because he went through the whole thing and there was nothing there. And he was looking for what was there in the reports and the analysis, and there was nothing there. And he didn't express surprise. He's a good dancer, he moved with the vibe. And here we are. Maureen, as far as anyone can tell, including a real expert in the field, I do not have emphysema, which is a good thing. I'm very happy to announce that right now, a week before my wedding. Who would want to marry a man with emphysema? My breathing is completely clear and superb. There may still be some remnant stuff. We shall see about that. It'd be nice to be completely through it and forget about it. So that's that report, Maureen. And you knew that already, and I know you knew that. And I knew that too, but there was a part of me that was like, can it really be true? Yeah.
And I'd be happy to marry a man with emphysema.
Would you?
I knew that. I was going to say
I'm
that.
just so happy he doesn't have it. Thanks to Maureen Edwardson and the magic of IRT.
Oh, that's so wonderful. How joyous.
Yeah. And this is what our third little miracle that we've done. It was started out with COVID, and the most outrageous sore throat ever. And then it progressed to just a couple of weeks ago in the evening, and I woke up with this racing heart, this so-called tachycardia, when your heart is doing 140 and it normally does 70, and you're lying in bed going, I think I'm going to look at what my pulse oximeter says. And I put this thing on my finger and I go, 138, Connie, it might be a situation here. Shall I call Maureen? Maybe. And then we're there, and Maureen says the simplest of things. She says, is there anything that you are ready to let go of? And I said, yes, and thank you. And that machine, that little device on my finger, went from a beats per minute heart rate of 138 down to 50. And Connie was snuggled up with me there, and she saw it as well. So it wasn't just, I had a witness. Can I get a witness? There was a witness. It went from 138 down to 50. Heartbeat restored to normal, and there it was. And then just yesterday, Maureen, we had a little session on the subject of this emphysema thing, knowing that I was going in for this assessment of two different tests, one being a CAT scan, which we hadn't done before, and the other being a pulmonary function test, which is about 2 hours of intense fun thing. I'm an old skin diver, spear fisherman, so I'm used to my oxygen. I'm used to diving. I'm used to holding my breath. I'm used to functioning under challenging circumstances. So that was relatively challenging and a lot of fun. And coming out of that, the technician had said, you know what, there's two numbers we look for. And in the first number, if there's a 20% improvement, they write papers about stuff like that. And you're 40% improvement, double what people are amazed by. So, and the second one, and I'm not sure what it was, that we look for is this other number. And in that one, you've improved by 107%. That sounds to me like a significant improvement. So anyway, I don't want to take too much of the time here, Maureen, but I just want to say that to all of our friends. And by the way, you know, from Olivia to Janice to Bob and Noel and all of our beloved friends who are on this call, and Victoria, hey, we love you. This stuff's real. Listen to this young lady. She has some amazing things going on here. I am living proof.
And the COVID sore throat went away miraculously the next day. So you left that part out.
Well,
That was
they,
back
heard
in May or
to it.
something, wasn't
they
it?
could
Okay.
they could infer that by